How's it going, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is not at all how I expected my first video on here to go down. I typically live stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Leshith. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are your opinions? And yeah, if you want to watch me live, head on over. I'll have the link in the description.
Of making those maneuvers, especially in atmosphere, which makes it again all the more egregious, right? Okay, so this is an easy one, right? That's an easy one. Let's do one that's a little more difficult. In this situation, it's a little bit hard to tell at first glance, but as the fight continues here, we're going to start understanding exactly what's going on.
All right, boys. Here's the moment we've been waiting for.
The
Right here.
Scorpius recently underwent a small buff, but
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
From 12 Gs to 14 Gs. So the Scorpius is still significantly slower than the ship that I'm currently flying, which is the Vandal Glaive, right? Now, obviously, the Vandal Glaive's weapons are size 5, so we're not going to be hitting a lot of shots against anything.
So he actually did make a video on it.
What's important to note here is the Glaive
he has no
at
idea.
22.5 Gs on the tricord, which is significantly more than the Scorpius. And what we're going to show here is what exactly this Scorpius pod is doing. Now, Scorpius
I want to know.
Top speed.
I want to know what we're doing.
Scorpius doesn't have is higher Gs by a considerable margin.
We hit 15.1 Gs.
Is the Scorpius is able to like over and over and over again pull distance and range against not myself, not even just myself, but also my wingman who is in a blade, and the blade tops out around 24 Gs. So very few fighters in this game can avoid the blade. The blade is a very fast fighter. Most light fighters, including the Arrow, the Gladius, and many others, simply do not have the acceleration to catch. Now here we see the Scorpius pulling away from the glaive in a turn that, and then reversing into a much higher G. Like so many times during this fight, the ship would start to pull away. Even though I'd be topped out on 22 Gs, the Scorpius would still be able to pull away. But he makes a really critical mistake
he's claiming that he's topping out. Actually, you know what?
He must either change his settings or something on his speed hack, because I'll show you here a very good example of when he takes that Scorpius and brings it to what I can only describe as ludicrous speed for a few seconds.
We changed our speed hack.
Right?
Okay, we changed our speed hack.
What you're fighting with, right? To a rookie who doesn't know the G-forces off the top of their head, like who just doesn't.
Apparently, you don't either. We hit 15.1 Gs.
Just inherently, it's difficult to tell like what's going on. And there's so.
By the way, for anyone wondering, this is my pilot, who's my brother, literally right there.
To understand,
you guys know. You guys know.
Going on, let alone spot someone who's cheating, right? But in this situation,
we're cheating.
Look carefully here. Again, many times during these fights, the Scorpius just simply pulls away. Now, what I did after this fight, and I'll show you guys as well, is Grand Phenom, who's one of our pilots in the Avenger Squadron, who's a very experienced pilot. And very
supposedly.
Good, jumped himself into the Scorpius, and I was able to stick onto him like glue.
Because your guy doesn't know how to pilot the ship.
With pulling people away from whoever's engaging them, because the Scorpius simply does not have enough Gs to manage the fight, right? We hit 15.1 Gs. That was our maximum G-force. I have video evidence of it too. I can pull it. Scorpius has many opportunities during fights, but none of those opportunities include out-accelerating light fighters, right? Having a top speed advantage is one thing. But once those light fighters emerge at that high speed and are able to lead turn on, so that no matter what's happening, you can see the difference here, right?
So he actually does call us a cheater.
So the fight drags on for a few more minutes as we enter and exit the boat.
And then he makes a mistake and he loses a wing.
Suspicious now. I'm like, this Scorpius is either the best Scorpius pilot I've ever seen, or
and it is.
Like this Scorpius is simply out accelerating the glaive, which is not possible, right? The ship is operating outside of its intended.
That's just what we do. So we have almost 2 decades of experience in a 2-seater ship across various games.
And the Scorpius is pulling away from me. At this point, I'm convinced. I'm like, yeah, okay, something Something's up. And if you
We
look
were
at the
pulling away
speed
from
at
him.
which he's able to translate
You
his
can
motion,
turn. So what he did was he
it's
turned
just
at
not
22 Gs like
possible
this,
for the
right?
Scorpius. The
So
Scorpius
while
does
he's
not
doing
have that
this,
level
all
of
we're doing is
acceleration.
we're just hitting the reverse thruster.
That's
So
not what
he's
12
not
Gs or
closing
14 Gs.
distance on us like this. He's
So
literally
fight drags
turning
on
like
some
this,
more,
pulling
and we
22
get
Gs
to
in a
the
downward
edge
lateral,
of the
you know,
acceleration
turn
or the
like
top
this,
speed, right?
while
We
we're
get
just
to the
backing up.
maximum speed of
That's
the
all we're
Delta,
doing.
right?
That's all we're
that's
doing.
when things get
We
more
pulled
interesting, and what I think,
15.1 G.
not I think, is, you know, where he shows.
But we're cheating?
I guess he shows his hand so obviously. You know, if you haven't figured out by now, you know, desync doesn't.
He
look
shows his
like what we're about
hand.
to see here. And if
We
you
show
haven't-
our
if
hand,
you've
we're
been watching
cheating.
carefully, you've seen many opportunities already where his ship is just simply out accelerated.
So I'm the gunner in
Normal
this Scorpius, by the way,
operating parameters
right?
of
So I'm operating
Scorpius.
the gun, and I never rotated to the
This
bottom.
is a good example
So we're
here.
operating the
To
gun.
try
All
and
he's
coordinate
got is
and
he's got
pull
power
the
into
away from me.
engines and shields, and I'm
Which is
just
not
doing the
possible
rest.
for the Scorpius. But the smoking gun moment is this one. We're gonna watch it in real time first and see if you guys can pick up on it. It's pretty
Okay.
obvious.
Let's see.
And then we're gonna watch it again in slow motion. I'm gonna really pick it up for you and show you what's going on.
Let's see.
A lot of these hackers, they're not really the smartest people.
Uh-huh.
For the most part, most people
Okay.
aren't really gonna pick up on it, right? But again, I mean, right here, you know, what he's doing is he's touching his, like he can either toggle it on and off, or he's changing his G-force settings and he's setting his acceleration here, because you can watch as the ship comes in and out, in, out, in, out.
Huh?
You know, it's almost too obvious, right? So we'll
What is he
watch it
talking
again
about? In and out.
in slow motion here, just to kind of nail the point home, right? But obviously, you know, many things are going wrong here. One, the Scorpius is operating way outside of what is capable for the Scorpius to operate on. And it's not snapping, right? If you'll notice what snapping looks like, it's instant. There's no translation. But if we look here closely, you know, the server's keeping up with what he's doing. You know, the server's actually showing his movement quite smoothly. There's no hiccups on my side. The projectiles are smooth. Like, there's no desync really. Like, there's no hitching or snapping going on right now. And for him to, you know, come into chat and complain and say that, you know, it's all BS and all that stuff, it just adds fuel to the fire, because obviously,
does
if you're
it?
cheating, you don't want to get exposed, right?
Does it though? Because
It's
we're
just-
cheating.
To me,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like,
Uh-huh.
it just makes it all the more obvious. And here we go in slow motion, as we see here. Off he goes, negative 200 to plus 400. Look at that distance. He's at 800 meters.
From what I'm looking
And
at, we're
he
still
dips
at
back.
negative.
And again, don't forget.
Right,
this
so
is
now
at
we're
the
accelerating towards
maximum
him.
Speed. You know,
So what we do in a fight, we don't
Yeah, it's almost too
operate
obvious,
at
right?
the highest. So what you're
Again,
seeing right here is
many,
he's at
many, many,
900
many
and
things here that
1200
give it away.
meters
One,
per second,
that's
right?
not what hitching looks like, or snapping.
Yeah,
looks
you're
like.
right. It's
Two,
not snapping.
he's
It's
way
not server
outside the
snapping.
performance profile for the Scorpius.
Are we?
Right? And three,
We're
he's doing
15.1
it and
Gs
everything is super smooth. Like, you know, I'm not having
because
any
we're not
issues.
cheating and we're
My
not
wingman's not
desync.
having any issues. You know, and you know, this isn't really a point, but another good example is this gentleman.
Oh, by the
in
way,
chat
guys, real
was,
quick,
very vocal and
I have been
giving all
banned
these
from
reasons
his
why-
chat.
why he wasn't cheating, and
Just wanna let
getting
you
a little
know.
personal with me, which to me just solidifies
Getting personal
the
with
whole
him.
argument. You know, if you're not cheating, you're not going to be sending personal attacks somebody's way. You're just going to laugh. about it and be
Personal
like, okay,
attacks.
well, you're wrong.
Okay, chat.
But you know, usually these hackers, they're not exactly the most.
Okay,
mature
chat. Personal attacks,
of the
right?
Human race.
We've sent personal attacks.
Okay, so we've established that it's easy to spot these guys.
Okay, just hold up.
For three things, right? They're outside of their flight profile.
Okay.
There's no hitching, right? And
Okay.
whatever the snapping that they claim to be experiencing with server desync is just simply not true, right?
Okay.
Snapping doesn't look like
We never
that.
said it was
Obviously,
desync.
in this case, this guy just gives it away by closing distance within 800 meters and then
Okay.
reversing to 1.7 kilometers and then coming back into 1,000. Like, it's just, no ship in the game has that that kind of acceleration. Not even the cartoon 40 Gs, right? So he's probably operating upwards into the 100 or 120
to try your best to fly like that gentleman, right? Try to keep range on me, try to get me away from you.
800 times more than what the game is.
What the fuck is he on about here?
I'm not going to be shooting the piss out of you. I just want to show you.
And the best way I can explain this and show you is let me show you.
He's gonna show with his friend Grand Phenom, right?
In the Scorpius, and let's see the difference between a Scorpius that's under natural propulsion and natural acceleration versus this gentleman with his speed. I realize I need to fix that audio. I'll fix it before I put the video live.
See, like under the normal power of the Scorpius, you'll start to see how fast and how slow it should normally respond, right? So remember what all the other Scorpius look like, and we're going to show here, right? Like obviously we're going to watch that delta merge, and again, right, when I get up on you, I'm going to lead turn here, and as we come in close,
let's see, 14 Gs right now.
Yeah, right, because remember, right, his turret gun was going crazy right now, like he was going nutty.
14 Gs again,
because all I do is aim.
Going the other way. 14 Gs.
So you're going the other way, 14 Gs. I'm still within 800 of you this whole time. Right?
I gotta get boost.
Right? You're out of boost. I'm still on you. I'm still on you. I'm still on you.
You know what, guys? I'm not gonna lie. I was getting annoyed that Avenger 1 was calling me a cheater. I am so happy, actually, he's called my brother and I cheaters, because that just means we're
under a normal circumstance, see how much slower
in that dogfight we were just better, and I genuinely think we might be able to beat him numerous times, tenfold.
Right, and I'm always within distance of you, right? I'm always staying on you. I'm always staying on you. Like all this target time on you. Okay, now this is where he would pull away. This is where he would just pull right away from me. But notice how I'm still within 600 meters.
You're not. You're 700 meters.
Now you've reached
700 meters.
Now the ship starts to pull away because my top speed is 1200. His is 13 something, right? But the thing is, I'm still within that 500 meter zone the whole time, right? Like, and if you try to joust through here like
that's the thing. If you start separate,
yeah, you have 14. I have 22. If I catch that G, boom, right here, I'm still on top of you, right? I'm still shooting the piss out of you.
Back straight.
Like it's just. Do you guys see the difference?
Yeah, ain't no way.
Like you're not getting away from the glaive. I have 22 Gs. You have 14.
we can. We have 15.1.
Like,
and we pulled it for 1 second.
All in all, it seems like there has been a wave of some of these speed hacking type personalities in the recent couple months.
Speed hacking personalities.
I had a few instances actually where people have come in and.
All right, chat, real quick.
Flying with ships way above.
So, real quick, let me fill you guys in on what exactly was happening, and I have video evidence too, from the pilot's perspective, actually, so we can see G-forces. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here's the full video file. 719 megabytes, almost a gigabyte. Okay. So here's our fight. Here's Avenger 1. Grand Phenom is, I think, this way. I don't know where he is, to be completely honest in this. So let's just take a look at what's happening here. Okay, 10.7 Gs. Okay. Actually, let me do this. Okay, so we're pulling 10.7 Gs right now. All right. Let me make this big for you guys. I don't know how to do that. I have no expertise in the matter. I'll let you guys figure out what I mean by that one. Okay. Okay. So 10.7 Gs. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, I've posted the video to YouTube. You guys can go check it out if you want. Okay. 10.7 Gs. The whole time. 15.1 G. That's our second where we pull 15.1 Gs in a turn. So let me rewind right there. 15.1. I don't know if it's 15.16 or 15.10. But we pull 15.1 something G. Okay? So that's the maximum G force we pull in the Scorpius. Okay? By the way, I'm not banned from the game. My brother is not banned from the game either. We're not banned because we weren't cheating. He reported us. Supposedly. I don't know if he did or not. I reported my brother and myself. They dismissed and closed our ticket. And I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys that live. Well, in the video. Because I'm not live at the moment. Oh, I was waiting for this day, boys. They're calling us cheaters. I'm sharing my... I put it in chat. I put it in chat. We're not cheating. Because we weren't. Straight up. Okay? So here's where we're backing away from him. And he's like, oh, he's outside. He's way outside his thrust. So if you look, we're only at, 1250, right? And our speed limiter is SCM. He can turn speed limiter on off, by the way. It doesn't remove the box for some weird reason. CIG, please fix that, because it's a bit... Well, sometimes I'm like, I have my speed limiter on, and then I'm like, oh wait, why am I going into the red? I don't have my speed limiter on. Okay? So if you look at our speed, we're still at 1250. Okay? 1250. This is where he's saying, Avenger 1, by the way, is accusing us of cheating. So what we did here is we don't use... Okay? So you can see we're now at 1025, right? We slowed down significantly to re-engage. We don't use afterburners, right? We don't, what is it? Space break. We don't use space break because we found out space break, when you utilize it, makes it where you can't turn. So when you turn in space break, or whenever you use space break, you just come to a stop, right? You can't turn. Okay? So what we do, okay? He uses controller, I use stick, okay? Forward, stop, reverse. And then whenever we're in reverse, we afterburn. So whenever we reverse afterburn, it allows us to still roll, okay? Because we're not space braking. Space brake stops your thrusters. It stops your main thrusters. A little insight about how we fly right there. Okay, I'm giving up a little card. But you know what? He's over here accusing us of cheating.
Why?
When we're clearly not cheating. I also don't know what's going on with my mic here, guys. I don't know, I was having a weird microphone day, but, whatever. So he is accusing us of cheating, and here, right here, that's where he pulled 22 Gs in that turn, I believe. I believe this is the turn right here where he pulled 22 Gs. Okay? 22.2 Gs is what we saw in that video. Right there. Okay? So if you look, 10.6 and 11, right there. So that was 11.61. Okay, let me rewind this. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 11.0, 15.1 again. So it's maxing out at 15.1 G. 100% maxed out. We cannot go any higher than that. The fact that we were able to hit 15.1 G is mind-boggling, because up until now, the most we've ever been able to get is 14.4 Gs. Okay? The only reason I can even think that we hit 15.1 G here is if you look, our boost, right? Our boost is going down, and if we come down here and look, right? We're coming down at an angle as well as running afterburners. So what we think happened is, as we were turning like this, so as he was coming over or under, whichever perspective it is, as he's coming around, okay, what we've done essentially is let me do it this way, okay? So as he's coming over like this, so this is Avenger 1, this is us. We're doing this and coming down this way. Because we don't have to be in a rate fight. This is not an atmospheric battle like in DCS. It's not. It's a space sim. So you don't have to get in a lateral rate fight. You can just do this and just say, yeah, I'm dropping out. You don't have to get in that fight. You don't. You can use your third dimension, right? So that's all we do here, okay? So if we continue on, here we're just rolling over his shots the whole time, okay? And that's not something you can cheat. That's just called...
They're reporting us to CIG, bro.
So here's where he makes his really, really big mistake, okay? So he comes over our bow onto our side, and that is mistake number one you do not do against a Scorpius, especially a Scorpius with a competent pilot, or with a competent gunner, okay? Because the pilot, all he's doing, you notice he's like not shooting really ever, okay? He shoots every once in a while, but it's not like that's only whenever I say shoot because I need to just keep their shields down for a minute because I either run dry or I don't like where my ammo's at the moment, right? So I want to rebuild my ammo pool. So I'm like, hey, can you shoot? Okay. Anyways, we're keeping power. By the way, the Scorpius only has 2 screens and it's super annoying. Super, super annoying. My pilot keeps power into shields and thrusters, and that's it. He never uses guns, really. Notice his guns never change because he doesn't shoot, right? So if we just... What minute are we at? Actually, we'll touch on that here in a minute. Anyway, so he comes over our bow. What you do not do is you do not give that Scorpius that overhead shot. You just don't do it.
CIG, bro. I'm gonna have to go into chat. Hold up.
And here I come. Okay? Again, my whole job in this game is to aim. Okay? So here he is, negative 260 meters per second, right? That's our average velocity between the two of us. So he's moving away from us at 260 meters a second, right? And our overall speed, or his distance, is 339 meters. We're pulling 920 meters per second, right? Down and to the right. Or down and to the left. I don't really know how to read this thing entirely. I don't know if that's actually pointing this way or that way. I don't pilot, okay? I have an arrow for whenever I do PvE. I don't pilot. I don't dogfight players. I mean, I do, but I don't, right? Like, I don't pilot. I suck at piloting. I gun. And I pilot big ships like the 890, or not really the 890, the 400i, or the Carrack, right? Those are the things that I like to do, okay? Every once in a while, I do like to get in an arrow, and I like to just have fun and play around. But it's not my thing. So I've never really paid attention to this. I always just pay attention to this number, and the pip. That's it. I never look at this. I never look at this. I only pay attention to this, okay? I will occasionally look at this, but I don't really use boost a lot, and I do look at this. Okay, all these are disabled, by the way, on me as well. So I have stagger mode on, same as him, whenever I pilot. G-safe off. ESP, here's the kicker. You can map in this game ESP on off to a trigger button. ESP slows your ship down when you aim at somebody. It's kind of like a gimmick aim assist, right? So we turn it off unless the pip is in a perfect spot. And then when we pull our trigger, ESP turns on. So when we pull the trigger to shoot, or for him, when he pulls this trigger to shoot, ESP activates. So it slows the ship down just for a fraction of a second, and then whenever he lets off that trigger, ESP's off again, and now we have free movement. Okay? Coupled, also off. We don't ever fly coupled. And VTOL, I don't even think the ship has a VTOL mode. I don't know. We never tried it. We should probably try it. But anyways, right here, this is where he makes his huge mistake. Okay? He comes over our bow, and I just start lighting him up. Okay? I have not missed hardly any bullets. I think those right there missed, but that's about it. So we broke off either a wing or a gun. I can't tell. Okay, but right here we did break something off, and that's basically when this fight ends. Okay? Then right after this, okay, so we can still see, and now he's at negative 418, 749 meters, doubled his distance almost from us, right, and doubled his velocity away from us as well. We're now pulling 1123 at 11.08 G, okay? Still in that chase maneuver. He starts spooling quantum, so you'll see it pop here in a second. Actually, I guess he spooled quantum earlier in the fight. Where is it? Right. I think right here is where he starts spooling quantum, because he jumps right here, okay? So this is the end of the fight, or my bad, that's where he spools quantum, right there. And then he warps away, okay? So what we're looking at here is someone who is accusing us of cheating in front of a massive audience, both on YouTube and on Twitch, over a baseless fact that we were cheating and using something called a speed hack, which up until today I didn't, or up until the other day, I had no idea what that even was, okay? I had a viewer actually tell me what that was, because let me tell you, I had no idea, okay? I have submitted multiple unban requests in his chat. I have not been unbanned at all, by any stretch of the imagination. And he is still accusing us of cheating. He said he was going to make a video about speed hacks and cheaters with us in it. And well, he did do it, admittedly, but he's wrong. Okay? But yeah, right here, he's saying we're pulling astronomical speeds. We're going so fast. We're going so fast. We're outside the specs of the Scorpius. 100% outside the specs of the Scorpius.
We're not cheating.
What does that speed limiter say right there? What does that velocity registry say right there? What is that? 1,100, 1,150, 1,200, 1,250. But we're operating outside our specs. If you look, right? So here, you heard it burn, right? Okay. So if we look right here when we start closing, we go to where we're negative, 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 negative. So watch our thrust meter on the left side, okay? Watch our velocity. So see, our thrust is now up. And we're starting to decrease throttle. All we're doing is we're boosting our throttle. So right here where he's saying we're changing our settings, okay? Because I think this is what he was talking about in that video, where something's happening and we're changing our settings of our speed hack, right? Because we're opening and closing. No, we're intentionally doing that, okay? You can do that with the Scorpius. It's called change flight modes, okay? It's literally a thing. I do it in the Connie all the time. You can't do it in the Arrow. You can't fold the wings up without the gear down. It's very upsetting. You can do it in the Misc Reliant Tana, or any of the Misc Reliance for that matter. Basically what you do is you go from this configuration to this configuration, right? You can do that in real time. You just have to map the button, okay? So we're opening and closing his wings, and I think we even pop a flare or two. Maybe we didn't pop a flare in this one. But we open and close our wings to try and warn him, hey, stop shooting. We want to talk for a minute. Because he's accusing us wildly of cheating on his stream right now, okay? So this is where he's doing it. And right here, we're flapping our wings like, yo, stop, right? Because for the majority of this fight, if you look, we've been in the closed configuration, okay? We didn't open our wings, not until right here. That's when we open our wings. You can see the little screen flapping down there doing this, like a little bird, okay? So it's one of those things where, you know, if you're going to accuse somebody of cheating, you need to have blatant evidence. And that is not blatant evidence because we weren't cheating. Okay. Also, in a world where you have video evidence from all angles of it, especially as someone who's a content creator such as myself, I can view this and record this. Okay. That's one of the miracles of the 21st century, right? Also, he accused me, because I was the one in his chat. He accused me, guys. Me, of all people. Yeah, I can be an asshole, but I'm typically an asshole to you guys in chat, because it's funny, because you guys are assholes to me. Okay? He accused me of personally attacking him. Personally attacking him. The only thing I said in chat, and I can review it. Okay? Well, I wish I could review it, but I can't. But he can. He can review it. He can absolutely review it. And I want him to do it, actually. Avenger 1, I challenge you, review your chat on stream. Show me where I personally attacked you. Because I didn't. Okay? I told you, I was like, yo, hey, we're not cheating, we're not cheating, we're not cheating. Please stop accusing us of cheating, we're not cheating. Okay? I never personally attacked you. But I'll tell you what, the thoughts crossed my mind lately. Because now at this point, you are slandering us, my brother and I, our accounts. You are slandering us in front of your audience and in front of your viewership on Twitch. And it's ridiculous. It shows immaturity. Okay? I'm not trying to personally attack you here. I'm just saying, if you do that with anybody else, right, that's just immaturity. Tenfold. Like, the only time I accuse people of cheating is when they're doing something blatant. And then I report them in the game on stream, and then a few minutes later we get a report status has changed notification. Okay? For proof, voice crack. For proof, let me just show you guys something, okay? Okay? I'm doing this on video for you guys. Wait, I need to go to support. Okay? We're going to sign in. Okay? My activities. Here's our reports. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Here's our reports. Okay? Status solved. Okay? Avenger 1 said I was cheating. We click on it. This is going directly to CIG. Okay? I want y'all to look into my files and prove my innocence, and do the same to my brother Delta-Scorpii. Do the same to my brother Delta-Scorpii. We were in fact not cheating. I don't know what I was trying to say there. That was in the panic of the moment. Okay. I know he has submitted a report claim too, because he said he submitted a report claim to his personal rep at CIG, no less. Okay. And he, or as he has banned me on stream and said he, with the accusation of something called speed hacks. Again, typo. Because I was flustered. Okay, admittedly, I was flustered. Okay, here's a link to my pilot's perspective, Delta-Scorpii. We are not pulling the accused 22Gs as, we're not pulling the 22Gs as accused by Avenger 1. You click on it. Okay, to prove it's not doctored, here's the video I just reviewed with you guys. Okay. Okay, here's that whole video. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, the full 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We take all reports regarding in-game player behavior seriously and investigate accordingly. As this involves another player's account, we will not be able to provide you updates on the specific case, but please know we're actively looking into this situation. If there is any additional information, please feel free to reply to this email. Okay? CIG. Proof our report has been solved. Let me load into the game. Okay. Oh, it turns out if you don't acknowledge that, whenever it hits like 20 seconds, it just auto starts the game without you acknowledging it. CIG, you guys should report that or update that before you get in a little bit of a situation there. I just want to give you guys a heads up, because that is the EULA, I believe, where it's like, this is the in-game alpha, anything you see in the game can be changed at any moment's notice without any reason. So, update that. Just a heads up, guys. I don't want you guys to get in any trouble, because I love this game. Just saying. Okay. We're still booting the game, by the way. Also, this game takes forever to boot, admittedly. So, I would have been banned too, by the way. And I can show you videos from after this incident took place where my brother and I are playing, taking out players. Okay. Just saying. This little mini pelican case. This is like the cutest thing I've ever seen, right? Let me show you what's inside here. Little tiny pelican case. It has my UV filter in it. Look at that. Well, not UV filter, but a polarizer. I don't know why I said UV filter. I need to get a UV filter so I can break it. Okay. In the game. I am in the game. Persistent universe. Enter Star Citizen universe. By the way, we posted this video on YouTube. We posted it to Reddit. And now I'm going to post this to Reddit and YouTube as well. Sorry about the mess on my bed. This is my camera bag. I'm getting ready to go on a shoot today. And there's Finley. It's Finley. My squishy Finley. I'm very happy. Oh, this is staying in the video. Seriously, we're cheating, by the way. I have spent countless hundreds of dollars on this game. You don't do that if you're gonna cheat. I have physical merchandise from the game. Okay? Okay? I have like some of the best flight sticks you can get. Thank you, Alex, for that, for Christmas. Thank you. He has the Scorpius at $274. I have an Arrow. I have $98 in the game. He has like $375 in this game. So together, we almost have $500 in this game. Oh, and that's not even counting the price of that. Add an extra $50 or $60, however much this thing is. Why am I in prison? Oh, wait, I'm not. I'm at Hex. Holy cow, what is my frame rate? Woo! But look, to the point, I have access to the game. Who would have guessed? And look, for proof, this is Delta-Scorpii. We'll just say something in chat. Hi, chat. Or my bad, not Delta, Upsilon. Upsilon-Scorpii, because I'm the gunner, right? So I would have been banned too. And I can log into that account, join me, and post in chat. Because guess what? We weren't cheating. And accusing somebody under a baseless claim hurts not just your reputation, Avenger 1, but it also hurts my reputation and my brother's reputation. All we're trying to do is play the game and have fun. Okay? We were using that as a tryout on our end, because you had nothing to do with it, to join the Avenger squad. But instead, we were greeted by toxicity and accusations of cheating. I don't know how you're supposed to take that. We've seen almost every video you've made on this game. Log into your stream all the time. By the way, if anybody is accusing anybody of saying personal attacks, right? It would be him against me. Because when he claimed I was cheating, he claimed my account was only 2 days old. My account's more than 2 days old. It's over 2 years old, or just at 2 years old. And my Twitch account, this one, is like a year old. And my other Twitch account's like 9 years old. The only reason I made this account is because I wanted to rebrand to something a little bit cooler, right? So, please inform me, again, as to why I'm cheating, and as to why my brother is cheating. And for proof that we were playing after this whole event transpired, okay, we go to videos. Squadron 42. I'm always looking for Robert Space Industries, but it's Squadron 42. Sort by date. Here we go. This is from 2 days ago, this clip right here. By the way, that whole event took place a few days before New Year's. So a week ago. This is from 2 days ago, by the way. I don't know what this video is saying, by the way. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh. Let me just skip this. What we do is we lurk, and actually I'll just show you guys. So we capture these bounties, and then we just hit F2 to look at our star chart to figure out where they're at. So my brother just told me that he was moving, so here I am getting into my gun. Or actually, I think this is whenever we got into a dogfight with a buck. I'm not certain as to what this is. My accuracy was not on today. I just want to point that out. Or not today, but that day. By the way, do I think we would have won that battle if Avenger 1 stayed? Yeah, because he made that one mistake and it blew up his whole right wing. I do, and I don't even think it would be close. I genuinely don't. Sunsets_dawn, whoever this guy is. So if you look at my limiter, my speed limiter on my turret, I move it all the time. Okay? I typically stay slow when they're far, except for right now I'm not. I don't know why. And whenever they're close, I push the accelerator up to the limit. I don't know why I'm not right here. Oh yeah, I shot the missile down. Oh, this was a gladiator. Yeah. Boom! Look at that. But see, the limiter went down because he got in close. So because he got in close, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay straight on the cockpit and let him do most of it, and I'll counter it a little bit, right? But the moment when this dude starts to go away, I'll crank my speed all the way up, right? So I'll just push my thruster all the way up, and then I will move in that direction so I can do this versus doing this, right? So I'm like making it where I can whip really fast in that gun. Any gunner out there, recommend doing that. Trust me, tenfold, so much better. There's also something called gunner zoom. I don't use it. I kind of want to try it. Here's where I was trying to get in chat, and I was like, I need to move my mouse to get in chat, and I just gotta hit enter. I don't know. Anyways. I digress. I just went on a thing. But look, here's one from New Year's Eve. We played on New Year's Eve. Here's one from New Year's Eve. When did we play on New Year's Eve? Oh, I bet this was during the day. What was I doing? Oh! The children of the corn have returned, boys. All right, y'all. I'm ending this video. I kind of got on a rant and on a tangent of just looking at videos. But you can see we're clearly not banned. Who would have guessed? Oh my lord. Because we weren't cheating. And he just accused us again in front of people. In front of his viewership. And that's a video that's going to end up on YouTube and get 20, 30,000 views. Blatantly accusing us, lying that we're cheating. That is personal. Okay? You want to talk about personal attacks? That's called slander. Wouldn't recommend you do it. How about you talk to the person before you accuse them of cheating? Because guess what? CIG, you reported them to CIG. I reported them to CIG. Or I reported us to CIG. And guess what? It was solved with no corrective action because we weren't cheating. And I know you're probably not going to watch this video, but in the off chance you do watch this video, please, 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 please message me. Message me on Twitch, on Discord, on any platform that you can find me on. Because I'm on pretty much all of them. Just message me, let me know. Okay? We'll talk it out. Catch me in the verse, guys. Catch me live, twitch.tv/Leshith. See you guys then. Probably not going to be live until way late tonight. Because I'm posting this video today. On the 4th of January. So, probably not going to be until about 9 p.m. tonight. Not going to be playing Star Citizen, though. Because I've taken quite a bit of a break from Mass Effect 2. And I was supposed to get it finished before Christmas. That never happened. So it will happen. I'll finish Mass Effect tonight. Mass Effect 2. And then hop into 3. And go from there. But I do think I have a shoot to go to today. I don't know. That's been kind of up in the wind because it looks really gross outside. Like it might just monsoon. So I may not. I don't know. I'm getting all my equipment set, ready to go. UV or polarizers, camera equipment, tripod, more camera equipment and camera charging, batteries on the charger. I got a mess on my desk right now, guys. It is messy. I don't have my light up because I'm using that tripod for photography. Because it's a tripod that I normally use for photography because I lost my aluminum tripod, which I normally use for a light, but I found it the other day from the move, so it's going to go up. And I want my carbon fiber tripod back. So, yeah. All right, chat. Catch me tonight, about 9 p.m. I'll be live. If you guys want me to log into Star Citizen again to prove it, I'll prove it, but I'm telling you, I wasn't cheating. Neither was he. CIG closed our report. You guys saw it on stream. Well, on video. Bye. Twitch.tv/Leshith.